Hi Sagittarius, I already have your first 4 cards out. I had to restart this video, so I just thought I'd leave these out because it's kind of important here. Thank you for stopping by. This is your second half of September 2020. So we're going to start with the Prince here. We're just going to tell the story. The Prince of Swords. This is impulsive energy. He looks like he's a little bit angry, or he's like, gotcha, okay? So this is somebody that's coming in swiftly with information and conversation. This may turn somebody's emotions upside down. So this is somebody that's usually in a good place, carries herself well emotionally. But I think this disrupts somebody where it makes them feel unbalanced and upset, okay? The next card is, this is the Two of Pentacles, but it's reversed. So a choice has been made. A choice has to be made. There's no more choices. Because it's something somebody can no longer defend. When this is the Nine of Wands reversed. So this is information about something that changes one's mind. They can no longer defend wherever they were. Choices already been made. So let's get a little bit more information here. Let's look at the Page of Swords. So I'm just going to shuffle real quick. This is my new Gothica deck. It's pretty cool. But I'm still learning it, because the symbols are so different than some of the other decks. Like this looks like it's swords. So, anyway. But it's fun to have new decks like that. They just have their own flavor, I would say. Okay, so here is the Prince of Swords. And then we have the Nine of Wands. See? Here's the Nine of Wands also. Nine of Wands there is, this is still willing to fight, willing to defend, willing to stand up for. It's been a long journey, but I'm not giving up, right? I can get through these. And then we have the Sword of Truth. So this is like it could be air energy because it's air energy. But this is victory, Sword of Truth. This is a new path. New clarity. But it's very upsetting to somebody. It completely... So sometimes I would look at this as a manipulator, but it doesn't feel like it's coming through that way. This turns their emotions upside down. See? Right there. Ten of Swords. Like, I can't believe I stayed in this. I can't believe I believed in this person. I can't, somebody here starts to see the betrayal. Starts to see the truth of what's been going on. And it's painful. Yes. And they realize that it's been going on a long time. Okay. Then I have the Page of Wands here. That this is... this is... Okay, so pages are always about communication. So, communication. So maybe one is starting to say, well, I need to take inspired action here. Because this is a young energy, I need to make a change. And I'm inspired to make the change because of what I just found out, okay? That I don't have a choice anymore. I can't be in two worlds about something. Because this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at low vibration. I'm looking at addiction. I'm looking at obsession. Maybe I'm looking at this in myself too. Because this is not a place that I can create happiness. Ten of Cups reverse is not a place of happiness. And it hasn't been in a while. Probably. It feels like it. So, second 10, by the way. End of a cycle. End of a couple cycles. Not a place of happiness. Not a place I can defend being anymore. Because this is what's really going on, this energy. Okay, now we've got the Two of Pentacles. Look at that. So, now that I realize I can't defend what I've been defending, now I have a choice. To stay in the old world or to move into a new space. But somehow, there may be somebody, Sagittarius, telling you, or maybe it's yourself that says, I can't do that. Somebody's saying, you can't go, you can't leave, and they're trying to psych you out. Okay, I'm going to get one more card there. Seven of Pentacles. We've invested all of this. You're my husband, wife, fill in the blank. You can't leave. Well, Sagittarius, what do you think about that? I don't need to pull a card for that. Okay. Because that's the question. If it hasn't happened yet and you feel like this could be your story, then you might want to take a look at what you believe, what you know to be true. Okay, trying to decide what to pick up. 5 minutes would be okay. Okay, I'm just going to do one card about the truth here. It's going to go in each pile. And this could resonate all or in part. You know, there may be a portion of this that speaks to you. Maybe none of it. You know, it's can't be everybody's story, although it may be many. Synchronicities are kind of amazing sometimes, you know. Okay, so this is the enchanted map. Making a choice. Look at that. Not wanting to make a choice. That's the third card, making a choice. Making a choice, making a choice, and not wanting to make a choice. Not wanting to make a choice, not wanting to make a choice. So, why did we get here, this information? Not wanting to make a choice, so we're going to get more. Defend, not wanting to make a choice. Maybe you didn't know if you had all the information. Maybe you said, well, that's what it seems like, but I can't make a choice. Why did it get to this place? Because somebody couldn't make a choice, whether it was them or you. But this is betrayal. And this is devil energy. And this is breaking up the home with that energy, the obsession. So they were living in two worlds, or somebody's living in two worlds. Because they are, you were, or somebody, the other party was, and the other party, whatever that is. Okay, we're going to do a different card now. We're going to pull a card from the Amante Oracle card deck. Oh, no shuffle there. Okay. Yeah, I'll take this one right here. I care for the earth. So, if we say we care for the earth and those things in it, and the everything in it, you know, then we would care about all life, okay? And we would start to understand the cycles of life and how everything moves in cycles, okay? And how when one thing ends, new things begin. It's like how an animal or a plant dies and they create nutrition nutrition or sustenance for the next animal to move forward. So how do I make peace with what I found out that's turned me upside down, where I feel emotionally unbalanced, where I feel I just want to be vindictive, where I feel like I want to take it out on someone because I'm so mad. I just want to play with it's like wanting to be vindictive because of what they put me through, because they betrayed me so bad. And I'm really fighting mad too about it, inspired to take action on this. But we must remember that we're part of that things go in cycles. And that if it's like, be careful of what we do, okay? It's like, because everything goes in cycles, and what kind of comes around goes around. That's just it. That's enough, okay? All right, let's pull another card over here. We're going to do a creativity card here for guidance there. Well, you know, when we find out stuff like that, we get mad, and then we get sad, and then we get there's a lot of stages because it is going through the grief process. Part of that is wanting to have revenge, but many of us don't take revenge because we know that that's not the right thing to do, because we have to bring ourselves back into balance, right? Okay, so here's this. This is a choice being made, and it coming from a place of obsession, and kind of broke up the family, broke up the relationship, broke up the happy home. Okay, see this? Well, people, girls dancing. They look like they're one is a fairy for sure. Happy accident. And here you go. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. So maybe somebody wasn't happy here. They couldn't decide. I didn't have enough information. It didn't feel right, And so this happy accident, it doesn't feel happy now, of course not. But it may in time, when you look back and you say, that was the beginning of my happiness when I started taking care of my own and defending what I know is right. Okay? And so it looks weird right here, happy accident, but it's all in context of where we're looking. So this is a redirect for you, Sagittarius. Let's get one more over here. Trying to decide on the cards I want to pull. Let's see. This is a new deck. It is called Intuition's Oracle. Oh my gosh. It's the Phoenix. Take flight. Okay, so this is a time of rebirth. Okay, this is time to remake yourself. This is a happy accident that you can. Okay, this is fire, and you're fire. I love it. And you're Sagittarius, so you're bold and you're brave and this is awesome. Let that old person, the one that couldn't decide, let them go. Whether that's you or the person you were dealing with or both. Let that life go. You've suffered enough. Somebody's suffered enough here. Making the decision to stop being in the illusion and to invest in the things that are important. What's important now? Well, as you purge the old out of the flames, you can decide what's important now because you're inspired. You're inspired now. All right, so I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to do one more, just kind of a little bit more information. I'm lost for words. Sometimes all I do is talk, but sometimes I'm lost for words. Okay, so this is the resistance. This is the Grail Tarot. Templar. Grail, something like that. Anyway. This is the 9 of Cups. So this is a wish card. What do you want, Sagittarius? Let's make your wishes come true. You got a new life. You're the Phoenix now. The Phoenix is my totem, by the way. So this is Presser John. This is the Hermit card. This is the Ship of Solomon. This is the 7 of... I'll get it in a minute. So this is Major Arcana, and so I'm still learning these 2 of Lances. So this is 2 of Wands. Okay. Let me just 2 of 7 is the ship. So what's the 7? Oh, it's a chariot. That's right. Okay. So, that's interesting. 2 of Lances and the chariot are reversed. Okay. So here's your advice. 9 of Vessels, 9 of Cups. So decide what you want. But before you take action, make sure that it's in alignment with your path, with what you've learned and what you want to incorporate in your life. So I would say there's kind of asking you to just wait before you take off. This is the Chariot, and making this decision until you're sure, okay? Because it almost feels like once you set sail, per se, that it's going to happen fast. It's going to be swift movement. So think about this hard. Think about your other decision. Reflect on that. As a Hermit card, this is a card of Virgo also. And this is a card of Cancer, the Ship of Solomon. It's a Chariot. So these are really important to make sure your energy is balanced and you are in the energy that you feel like you need to be in, to be sure that this is where you want to, that here it is, that this Hermit. Okay, so make sure that you have identified what's important to you, because after this card, so after the Hermit is the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. That's when you change your fortune. You change it. So this, before you decide to spin that wheel, make sure that you excuse me, so sorry about my throat chakra, that you are sure that this is what you want, and to consider the consequences of the actions in choosing this. I don't know what that means, but it's like wanting to win the lottery, and then, like the genie, like the old genie stories or myths or whatever, that I want to be the richest man in the world, and then they turn the richest man in the world, and they have this and this problem, so to consider that, what this wish means to you, and the motivation behind wanting this, whatever it is, that's the wish. Okay? Yep, it's a wish card, yep. Before you decide, because to be careful of the decision. Yeah, that it may be the wrong path. So make sure you go within and you choose, because they're saying you're going to get an opportunity to have your wishes come true, or a wish. Okay? So sorry. And we're in that time where Jupiter gives the wish. So if you are into astrology at all, you might want to kind of check how's Jupiter. I think when it goes from, and I'm butchering this, I'm still learning so much about astrology, that there's a wish for us here. And you might want to check something in your astrology. And there's a lot of astrologists on YouTube that talk about different signs in the astrology and what it's going to bring. Okay? So I'm going to leave you here. They said to pull one more card for you. And they be careful about what you wish, consequences of your actions, and what direction this will put you in, or if it'll pull you back more, stagnate you. Home. So this is home as being comfortable in your own skin, wherever you are, that you're where you need to be right now. And you might say, I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah. And I so sorry. If I was in a place that wasn't the best place and I needed to take action, I might probably would say the same thing. But it's important to be comfortable in your own skin and know who you are. Identify what's important to you. Yeah. And I'll leave you there, not over talk it anymore. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.